Hey Buttons, what are you doing today? You want to learn about a new boat? Well, listen to Uncle Joel.
Here it is. When we eat cake, we like a full slice, but when it comes to our boats, are we not a fan of the half slice? And here we have got not one, but two half slices. That almost makes a full slice if we've got two half slices.
It does, yeah.
It doesn't really work, but they're both half slices. So we've got the Machete 85 from Lettmann, and the Machete 65 also from Lettmann.
I gotta say, it's quite an exciting time, I would say, in kind of the, boat design. There's a lot of half slice designs around at the moment, but what's really nice is all of those half slice designs are very different.
100%.
They're, it's from a paddler's point of view. There's so many good options out there at the moment, and yeah, the Machete is a boat that Lettmann brought out end of last year.
I think so, yeah.
Because it's been out for a while now. The 85 came out originally, and it's if you're looking for one boat to do everything, this is a really very, very good option.
So what I found with half slices, and you said there are a lot of boats and they're all different options and all very different, it's getting that balance of volume in the tail. That if you've got too little volume, your boat's going to be standing up all the time and just not be very good at paddling on big white water. And if you've got too much volume, then you can't dip it or throw it around or do whatever you want with it. So probably a lot of it comes down to your weight versus what boat you get. But for me, I have to say, I am a big fan of the Machete 65.
Lettmann have done a really good job at making a boat that does everything well, really well. It's got a really nice, a decent bit of volume in the bow, decent bit of rocker in the bow. So in terms of just getting over features on the river, it's nice and easy. Got loads of space, nice, loads of space for your knees, loads of space for your feet. But then it kind of cuts it right down, and you've got, although it's got a nice kind of wide tail, and between the modern crop of boats, it's probably one of the widest tails. The volume is cut right out. And that means, from a play boat kind of point of view, it's easy to squirt, it's great on a wave, it's got a really nice loose hull, but from a river running point of view, the boat stays nice and flat. So I've paddled some pretty big whitewater in this 85 over the last winter, and I've got to say it's the most confidence-inspiring half slice I've probably paddled all last winter. Paddling some pretty big white water. There was only one occasion where I got a little bit scared in it, but to be fair to it, the boat still made it through everything fine, and I didn't swim, which I was particularly happy about. Earlier this year, Lettmann kind of released the slightly smaller 65, and now for paddlers around that 60, 70 kind of kilo weight range, they've got the boat that kind of works really well for them. Quite a nice thing, a couple of things that Lettmann have done finally. Joel is sitting in the 65, so you can't really see it, but it's got that boat has the standard rodeo seat, which is a really nice fitted seat. And I've got to say, it's the seat that I still go for in my kind of Lettmann boats. But Lettmann have finally kind of introduced a slightly wider seat. And I think they call it the Flexi 44 seat, I think. But it's just a little bit wider. It has a bit more kind of conventional kind of hip pads, so you can kind of pack it out and make it super comfortable. And it's a really nice day for, a really nice kind of comfortable outfitting for long days on the river. Really nice comfortable backrest, thigh rests, a little bit more aggressive than some of the kind of the thigh rests of old from Lettmann boats, but gives you an excellent kind of fit in the boat. Really nice volume adjustable bulkhead footrest, nice kind of step out pillar. It's a good, solid, strong boat, and yeah, one that we are big fans of.
Big fans. So when it first came into the shop, I was like excited. The 85 came in, I jumped in it. It's quite a big boat, especially.
It ain't no shrinking violet.
It's no shrinking violet, and straight away, for me, definitely felt too wide and just quite big. But when the 65 came in and I got in, it's almost like a different boat. It's just a little, it's more narrow.
And it's quite nice, and to give Lettmann their dues, rather than just scaling the 85 down, they kept the design the same, but they did a good few prototypes of this 65 again. So it's
almost a different boat.
It has the same characteristics, but it's
But it's its own boat.
It's its own little
Which they haven't cut down an 85.
No, they haven't sort of cut and shy. It's a whole boat, a whole boat from scratch again.
It's a whole boat. For me, I like the skinnier boat, the less width in it. Just for a smaller paddler, just makes the boat feel a bit more manageable than being out here all the time. And what I love about it, I love the tail on this. I find it really easy to get under the water, but really stable when you've got it down. So
when it's up on end, it
doesn't want to slip out on you. It's very, as you say, sort of confidence inspiring for a half slice. So you have a lot of fun in this.
The Machete from Lettmann, a really good option if you're looking for a half slice kayak. But one of the nicest things about Lettmann is they have the Machete 85, they have the Machete 65. But if you really want to, and you really want to push the boat out,
tell me more.
You can also just go to them, and they will just make you a full-on composite version. No ifs, no buts. Speak to Mr. Jochen, and if you're lucky enough, and he says you can have one of his boats in composite, a full-on VCS construction, Kevlar infused, 9 kilo absolute weapon. I just love the fact that is an option that they have, and they can just they can do that. I just wish that all manufacturers would be able to make all their boats in whatever material you wanted. Quite interestingly though, and what you do find if you ever paddle kind of prototypes of boats, it's quite interesting when you paddle the composite Machete. That is quite different again to the plastic 85. It's a much more honed machine again, but sharper, it's lighter. It is a whole heck of a lot of fun. So there you go. Lettmann Machetes. If you haven't seen them on the water, we've got demos at the shop. Come check them out. Bye bye.